Oh, no, we have to do the podcast intro. It stops you talking about Real Housewives of Who Cares.
Oh, no.
No, you should be thrilled because normally Thursdays are our big Real Housewives days.
Where
but
we come in and we just bitch about the
yeah,
bitches.
it
being
finished
bitches.
last week.
Oh, what a surprise. The Bender likes Real Housewives.
But the stereotypes come from somewhere. I don't mind stereotypes.
I know, if people are just hearing that for the first time, that we've just come off air talking about actual benders and then, actual big benders, like, oh.
Yeah, like a wild night out or several nights out.
And Joel reminded me of the old school, I guess it was a sledge.
Yeah.
I've never heard this before.
You're a bender.
You're a bender.
Well,
Yeah.
you've got a lot of benders coming to your show in a few
My
weeks.
show is full of benders.
I know.
I think it's benders only. I think
I
it's
know.
exclusive.
Oh, wow. So I couldn't come anyway.
It's called Poof Doof.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's performing at Puff Doof. I cannot wait.
Wait,
I've
so-
invited so many people.
Let's do it.
Benders?
It's November 19th.
Saturday, November 19. Ricky Lee will be on late. I'm doing pre-drinks because I'm
Pre-gaming?
staying in the area.
Is it possible for me to be in Adelaide watching Jack White at 9 p.m? So like 9:30 Sydney time, and then back in time for Puff Doof when you're on stage at like 1:30.
If you flew
I wouldn't be on
into
until 1:30, but I don't think you'd be able to get an actual flight from Adelaide
What about
to
a drive?
Sydney.
What's the drive?
Oh, you
the
wouldn't make it.
drives. No.
Get a
You
jet.
have to
Just
get
do
a
it.
private
Get a jet.
jet.
Should I splurge?
Just splurge.
Splurge.
do it.
Okay, if
And
you
let's
get the
have a
private
bender.
jet, I'll come to Jack Black or whatever his name is in Adelaide with you, and so then we can split the cost of the whatever. We can split the cost of the private jet.
Look, I love
Oh,
her,
no,
but
I
I
wanna
sit,
come.
I sit here when we interview Samantha Jade and all your mates, but you can get Jack's name White, please.
Jack Whitehall.
Oh, God, that's even more offensive.
Joel, you could have a little
Jack
bit.
White. He's a
Gotta-
rock star. I know.
Yeah, he's a rock star, mate. An
I
actual
know.
rock
I have
star.
respect. He's on
Give him a
introducing.
bit of
and
Aretha Franklin.
He's on
Give him
introducing,
a bit of
and it's my
Tomorrow.
favourite
He's on tomorrow.
podcast.
He's on
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's podcast. Well, of course, I've got a countdown timer.
15-hour drive,
Countdown on
Adelaide to
Instagram.
Sydney. No
Yeah.
way.
Well, actually, don't come to Ricky because then I can have all the glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the benders to yourself.
Oh, that's
have
how I
all
like
the
it. No,
benders
they
to you.
won't.
Well, no,
Here's the
then-
problem. They'll be all over Ricky the second she gets off
Yeah,
stage.
but you
and
know
like, you were
what?
talking to me
No,
before.
because I just go straight back to my dressing room and drink.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
babe,
yeah.
you know I'm expecting that we're all
Oh,
coming
you'll be
back to your
there.
dressing
Are
room.
you staying
You'll be
in
there.
town that night?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not going
maybe
home.
I can drive in then. You'll still be
probably
bending.
Well, I'm going to be teaching Joel how to have a bender that weekend.
Because
Ooh,
Joel pretended on the radio, which you'll hear soon on the podcast, that he only ever goes for 24 hours.
Well, no, he said he's
I
not good
do.
at backing
I
up.
do. You know that, Blackers.
Your nose has not stopped. Your nose is coming through the camera and poking me
That
in the
is,
eye.
you know, that's not true. You went to New Zealand with me, and I came out every
I come
second
everywhere.
night.
I come everywhere in New Zealand.
I came out every second night. I'm not
You
quite as good
actually
as you.
did. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. What did I do the nights in between?
You went to like cool DJs and stuff.
Oh, I did. Good,
Yeah.
Good mem.
See, I can't back it up.
You gotta learn. You
I
gotta
also like
learn.
me time. I like being alone.
I hate being
I like
alone.
having a bath. I like doing all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but you have your good sleep, and then when you wake up, get on the horse.
baby.
Get on the horse. Come and have a drink.
You live.
You learn.
I was looking for that. I can't find it. In
But
time.
so no, Ricky. So seriously, I'll call you while we're on air. There will be like 6 of us.
Okay.
We can all come back to your dressing room.
As long
right?
as there's no one that I'll hate with you.
no, they'll all be fantastic.
they'll all be benders.
They'll be all my
yeah, 'cause
crowd.
We'll look after you.
Enjoy the podcast,
Thank you.
guys. Lots happening, including Julia Morris later in the podcast with Quick Draw.
Kate, Tim and Joel. Listen via the Nova Player. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play and take Nova wherever you go. The Nova Player.
Mic 1 on. Mic 2, that's you, Kate.
Right, here we go.
Mic 3, Joel Creasy.
Come down and spend some time with the guys.
This is Kate, Tim and Joel. Take me to the place I love.
We'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hanging out with friends.
Making some radio, man.
Okay, strap in. Oh, we're doing it. We are so doing it.
Reality check.
Oh, welcome to Thursday. Reality check indeed. Good. John Creasy's here. Welcome back.
I'm back. Thank you so much. My voice is, I reckon, back to 90%. So,
Hey, bitch.
hey,
Yeah, I know. Your
Porto.
voice was really, really on the
Your
brink.
Joel driving on Tuesday singing Britney sounded like...
Oh, yeah, can we get a copy of that? Can we get a grab of that, Dan?
And you really went all in too.
Yeah, I think that's what tipped me over. And then yesterday I was all committed. I got up. I was feeling like hell. I got to the airport. My flight was a bit delayed. I was off. I was going to the SBS up front to announce that Eurovision will be back next year. Yay! And then was going to see you guys in the studio, but my manager turned me around. So I sat in the lounge and had a little breakfast sausage, and then went home.
Did you really?
Perfect.
You can't not have.
Gotta love a free breakfast.
If breakfast sausages are on offer, you can't not have one.
You get a plate full of them.
Yeah.
Whole lot of sauce on the side.
But if you're planning on not getting on the plane, right? So I had my ticket and everything. My flight was about to board. It was getting more and more postponed. But what happens? Because do you have to tell someone? Because I just walked out, but then I got a call from a private number like 20 minutes later. I didn't answer it, and I was like, "Is that the airline asking where I am?" Because I'd made it all the way in.
Unless you didn't check a bag in, I don't think they care
just
anymore.
taking
No, I
carry
didn't have
on?
a bag. I was only planning on coming up for the day.
Do you think they care at the moment? The flights are leaving without people all the time now, and they don't give a rat's. Even sometimes when your bags are on them.
Really?
Well, wasn't there a plane really when everything was just getting back to normal?
Yeah.
What's normal?
Oh god.
I'm joking, but a whole plane left with not one bag underneath, just because so I could make it on time, and then they just dealt with that afterwards. I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah. Here's the moment that Joel almost died.
My loneliness is killing me. And now my throat.
That's. Yeah. It was hard to explain to the doctor yesterday, that moment. Like,
You should have played it to him.
I know I should have played the podcast to him.
Oh, you should have. You should have.
I just assumed he was already a listener.
Lots happening on today's show. Brand new quick draw guest after 5. Looking forward to meeting her or him.
Kate, Tim, and Joel on Nova.
Just realised how hard that was to explain. I go, what was the famous actress that's not in that episode?
That I
What?
like.
Yeah, you
That
like
you
this
like.
person.
And when have I referred to this person? I'm trying to think.
We're talking about the first episode of White Lotus, right?
Okay.
There's a really big scene where one of the main characters is sitting on their bed and they're copping it on the phone by their ex-wife, but you don't see the ex-wife.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I've got it.
Yes.
But I don't. I know the scene now, but I
Yes.
don't know who the hell you're talking
What
about.
else are they in?
She just won I'm pretty sure. What?
I want to guess it. I want to win the
Laura
video.
Dern.
Is it someone?
Oh, Laura Dern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Laura Dern.
You could have said Jurassic Park.
See, I don't connect her with Jurassic Park.
Oh my god, really? She is the queen. And I saw a lot of people on Halloween go as Laura Dern.
Sorry, I connect
Jurassic
dinosaurs to Jurassic Park. So if you said like T-Rex or...
All right, she's also big in Pretty Little Liars.
That's the one I was thinking of trying to explain to you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What else is she in? She won. Is it Marriage Story? She won an Oscar
the
for
Oscar,
that.
yeah. Did she
She's
win
in
an Oscar?
tons of stuff.
Movie chats, gosh. Movie
I've
chats.
interviewed her. I did her on a press junket, and when she was doing a film with Reese Witherspoon and Laura Dern, very friendly. And I asked her one question about the current film, and then just spoke to her about Jurassic Park. And I was like, "Oh, and you're a dinosaurologist or whatever?" And she was like, "Actually, I'm an omnivologist. I study the plants." And she was really into it. And then I went next door and interviewed Reese Witherspoon, who wasn't quite as interested in me.
No.
And I said to her, oh, God, what did I say to Reese Witherspoon? Something funny.
Talking
And
about
she-
Legally Blonde?
Yeah, she didn't want to talk about Legally Blonde, that's for sure.
No.
Oh, no, then I said to her, I panicked, and I said to her, Reese, is this the gayest notepad you've ever seen? Because the notepad I'd grabbed at last minute for the interview had all these, like, sparkly birds. And she was like, I don't know how to answer that. I was like, just say yes.
Movie stars are harder to interview than musicians.
Why do you
I'm on
think that
record.
is, though?
Well, I've got theories. They're not popular, but they're generally only
Care to
good when
share?
they're only good when they read someone else's work.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Yeah,
They're good
big
at
on their
reading
craft
scripts
and stuff.
Yeah. And I think because they filmed the movie so long ago, once the press junket comes, they're like, this is boring. Whereas I guess if you're interviewing a musician, they're really invested in their work.
Well, it's theirs. It's from their
that's
heart and
true.
their soul. But also
Traditionally.
when they come, you're true. But when they come out, they're doing those press junkets. I've been asked a million questions in all these different cities for weeks and months, and they're just sick of it. But
Must be
come
hard,
on,
must
it
be
must be hard earning $20 million from
They're
this.
fawned over, and the way the publicists talk to you outside.
I know.
You can only have
It's like
5
you're like
minutes.
scum.
You shot them in the face.
I know.
And oh no, you got to stay at the park, hide on the harbour. Oh my God, Really?
Yeah,
I
I
think you're
know.
going to fly back on your first class.
It's so sad when the paparazzi get you at the airport.
Oh, I hate this job. It sucks.
And I'm never out for a gotcha question either. I'm not that smart.
But who is? Like,
But there are a lot of smartasses out there that are just trying to gotcha question them.
yeah, I don't like that. I want to say straight up, I'm not a gotcha.
I just don't know how I'm going to gotcha question, say, Laura Dern. I'm not going to be able
Well,
to,
you know, like if Joel and
trip
I
her
were
up.
meant to do an interview, right, and then I send Joel in with like a hidden earpiece, and I ask him the questions from a van, and he has to say
Wouldn't
what
that
I
be
say.
wacky? I've never seen that done before. That's hilarious.
I think David Letterman did that 20 years ago. Anyway, fun stuff, fun times. When we come back next, you know, this is true.
You're going to love this story.
Everyone knows like a hot couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a couple where you're both smoking hot.
Yeah, we're like, whoa.
It's ridiculous.
Like, oh my God, no wonder you guys found each other because you're smoking.
Imagine what they get up to.
I probably we're going to have the same problems as everyone else. 13, 24, 10. Do you know a hot couple? Are you the hot couple?
That was really good.
Do you reckon you are?
Do it again, do it again.
Oh, ooh, ah.
Oh, that's actually really rewarding.
Kate, Tim and Joel.
We were talking about vocal warm-ups the other day.
Yes.
I think that's a good one.
Do it.
Straps.
Give that big booty a slap.
Thanks, Flo Rida. Thanks, T-Pain. Thanks for your services to music.
That is a classic.
It's a classic, mate.
Forever.
It's like that Olivia Rodrigo song we played earlier. It's a
Yeah,
classic.
just classic. Well, that song will never get me on the dance floor, but that song will always get me on the dance floor.
I know. I'm going to walk down the aisle to that song.
Are you?
Will you be wearing
Yeah.
apple-bottom jeans?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
boots with the fur?
Yeah, but that's it.
I thought you'd be walking down the aisle to slap that.
Oh, yeah. That's my first dance.
Someone accidentally played Sexy Bitch by David Guetta at our wedding, like late at night. And
Oh, really?
We walked straight through the crowd and go, no, get it off.
Oh, especially not at your wedding. You and mine are too cool.
No pop.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Really?
Well, you know.
Bit of raining diamonds in there.
Yeah, you got to have a bit of Raining Diamonds.
Yeah, for sure.
We could do a piano version of that for
didn't
your
do
walking
Waning
down the
Diamonds.
aisle.
I would love that.
Did you say waning diamonds?
I did.
I'm slowly grooming Ricky Lee for my wedding.
You don't need to groom me. I'm all in. I am in, whether you like it or not.
If Ricky plays, I'll come.
Oh, I don't know if you're about it.
What?
Well,
Are you serious?
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, well, no.
If someone drops out,
Oh,
I was wondering why I had such a good day at work yesterday.
yeah, no. Of course you're
Oh,
invited.
good. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
you'll be there. You have to adjust my little bow tie before I walk down the aisle.
oh,
or
that'll be
something.
so
Oh, fun,
cute.
like you
Yeah.
did with my Kentucky tie on the
Yes, and
Like-
brush just just do that with my shoulders. Like,
Yep, just zhuzhing, get the
Yeah.
lint roller out.
weekend. Oh, I've got a baller thing. You know, one of those little pearl. What are they called?
A what?
You know,
oh,
that's
for the
like, you know-
lint.
No, but you know, you get bobbles. There's a word for them. What are they called again? And
Oh.
again, it's through glass, so you can talk, and I can't. A perla, a burla, a
Well, I hope you bring it, whatever it is.
I know a burla. It's like one of those little
Oh, that'll be
handheld
at the
things.
end
It's
of
a
the night.
baller.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
for
think
the
I know what you mean.
Yes, if you've got a
round
bubbly
bits of-
jumper, right?
Yeah.
Come over to my house in the wardrobe, tiny little handheld Phillips thing.
Oh, I just use a shaver on
That
those
sounds
things.
nice.
I know, but this
Well,
is
like a
satisfying.
razor.
It's like $30.
Yeah, you use a shaver on a wool.
What are they called?
jumper or
13, 24, 10 if you know. Come on.
Oh, I know, and it's got a battery.
Yeah, got a battery. Yep. Yeah, it's got a battery.
Got a
Battery.
battery.
I've got one too. I've never used it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to know about this really hot couple?
Yeah, I don't.
Because I put this in for you, Blackers, because I thought you'd really enjoy
I
this.
actually can't believe.
There we go.
It's a deep pillar.
A deep pillar.
Pillar.
Come on, you get a TGO merch pack. Well done.
Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico.
Oh, they
Beautiful
are sexy,
pronunciation.
bitch.
I know.
Yeah, look how hot they are.
Wow.
They just got married.
Oh, if only they could make babies together.
So Mariana Varela and Fabiola Valentin, who represented their countries as Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico, are now married.
Wow.
And they actually met at the Miss Grand International pageant back in 2020, but kept their love a secret
So they
until
didn't
now.
scratch each other's eyes out.
No, they scratched each other's backs instead.
Oh.
They said after deciding to keep their relationship private, they opened the doors. No, they said, actually, do you know what? That part's not necessary. They're hot and they're together. Yes, exactly that. You
We're
two.
doing our Office Works impression.
Oh my God! Paper, scissors, rock.
Got any scissors?
Tim, do you have any scissors? I just need to cut something.
Yeah, you need one.
Oh, that is such a dream. They're like bloody Anna Heinrich and Tim Robards. You know,
I
those-
know, I was thinking about
Do you
that.
think the one on the right looks like Hailey Bieber a little bit?
Yeah.
I think the one on the left looks like Nicole Scherzinger.
She does. I love the way you say Schutzinger.
That's what she told
Like
me
a
to
singer.
say.
But you today as well, especially. You can't pronounce most words that
What did
like
you say
4-year-olds can
just
say,
then,
but then you can say Puerto Rico.
I know.
Puerto Rico.
I'm still a bit allergic.
Argentina, Puerto Rico.
I've known a few couples like same-sex couples who are really hot because they go to the gym together, but then they end up kind of looking like each other.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
that's...
Do they wear the same clothes and they have the same
well, that's
style?
that's the best thing. If you're a single gay man and then get in a couple, get in a relationship with someone the same size as you because you automatically double your wardrobe.
Someone stylish. Yes, that's so good.
So good.
Or just like me, I wear ladies' jeans, so you can just borrow
Yeah.
your wife's jeans.
And my Kentucky ties.
Yeah, there you go.
I know.
I want to get myself one of those.
Is that what you wore?
on
the
Saturday night?
Radio Awards?
Radio Awards.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, we were next to each other, just
hanging.
and hanging.
Just fluffing and judging each
what else we're doing?
other.
You know what else we're doing? We're bitching.
Were you bitching?
Yeah.
Really?
And then when we went out on stage to present, I said to him, "Give me your arm," and I went out on his arm like Miss Puerto Rico do, and I said, "I'm going to slink out there on your arm," and I
Sashay
came
away.
out like just real. I just had real tune. He loved it.
Just arm can.
I know.
And then we didn't win a thing.
Oh, we
the
didn't have
whole
a thing,
night.
win a thing, but he had the hottest handbag in the room.
I did. Yeah,
She
yeah.
had
Everyone was
sass.
jealous.
Oh, she did. Gosh, she was a bitch.
She was a bitch.
I was going to leave her alone for too long because she was a bitch.
I know.
Like, don't embarrass me, bitch.
Oh, you loved it. I was slinking around the room after you doing your bidding.
And also going, I don't know anything about the Radio Awards. Tell me about the Radio Awards.
I
And
know.
after a few drinks, does she get a bit more bitchy?
Oh my God, she got shit stare. Real shit stare. Yeah.
Me, I reckon on our table I was one of the least bitchiest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's an
Because I do that 9 to 5. I don't need to do that on Saturday night.
interesting table to throw under the bus on the radio. Wow. Gaz, are you the hot couple? Who's the hot couple in your life?
Delta Goodrum and Matt Copley.
Oh, they are
Beautiful.
hot.
They're hot.
They
What
are.
does he look like? Oh, he's hot.
You know Matthew?
I think
No,
I
I
saw
don't.
him.
Don't you?
I think I
Don't
saw
you?
him at my gym one time, and he was wearing all white, which I thought was
Yeah.
quite a lot to be wearing at the gym. You know,
You know, he's
White
in here a lot.
pants.
He's plays a guitar for Conrad
Conrad.
Sewell. He's a very good
Oh.
singer himself in his own right.
Oh,
They
well,
are
blow
a
me
very
down.
hot couple. Look at them.
I know, right?
She's beautiful, Delta. She's like a fine wine.
And she's very tall, so he's super, super tall, which is
He's
always
super tall.
Yeah, so tall.
He's so
He's
tall.
really, really tall,
Oh my God,
guys.
what's the weather like up there?
Oh, it's so cold because I'm so tall.
Imagine the porcupines that would fall off his head. Jason, do you know a hot couple you want to nominate?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go.
Me and my partner.
Oh, and what's your partner's name?
Okay, we cop it a lot. We cop it a lot every time we go out. She's glamorous. I think she's hot.
Yeah.
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 Can you send a photo
We,
into the girls for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, send a
That's
photo
not
in.
creepy at all.
I don't want to see it.
What, are you punching Jason?
Yes, I'm definitely
Yeah,
punching.
okay, good.
Oh, go you. So am I in my relationships.
Well, in
I
that
get
case, yeah, we're all in relationships with the hottest people. There you go. Thanks, Jason. You made us look bad now.
Standing there with your hoard. I was waiting in the queue looking at the ball.
That was really good.
Kate, Tim and Joel, driving you home on Nova.
I mean, Elton almost said goodbye to the Yellow Brick Road in 1977. Because on this day at Wembley Stadium,
Yeah.
Wembley.
Heard of it.
right, in 1977, he announced his retirement. Have a listen to this.
I've made a decision tonight. This is going to be the last show, all right? So, there's a lot more to me than playing on the road. This is the last one I'm going to do.
So then imagine some kind of fast forwards like sound. Then 1979, he got back on the road, and then. And he's on his goodbye Yellow Brick Road tour since 2018, and he's still doing dates here today. Newcastle, 8th and the 10th of Jan. At McDonald Jones Stadium, if you don't mind.
He's a bit boy who cried wolf.
Melbourne on 13th and 14th of Jan at Amy Park. Allianz Stadium in Sydney. 17th and 18th, and in Brizzy, 21st of Jan, Suncorp Stadium. If you haven't seen him, though, go see him. I've seen him many times, and he is... Well, to say he's a hit machine is an understatement.
So good. I saw him in Vegas. He's such a great performer.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I've never seen him live.
Well,
Do it.
Do it.
Do it, man.
Do it. Hey, next we're doing Science Badge.
Science Badge.
Oh, great. I'm on board.
Kate, Tim and Joel.
Come on, Rihanna. Lift me up.
She just wants someone to hold her.
I'm driving home. It's Thursday evening. It's not evening. Don't be an idiot. It's afternoon. But still.
Thursday.
It's Thursday, Arvo. Lift me up. Give me some up and about.
I could lift you up, I think.
Like this.
I could lift you.
You could lift me, you reckon?
Yeah. Come over here.
Yeah, do it. Come over here. I reckon she could. Okay, I'll commentate. Do it in front of a camera so I can see.
Why do you? I was just going to lift you.
Not
Lift
under my
him.
arms.
Oh, it's like a little baby. Oh, that's so cute.
I'm
Like
back.
you're about to put him in his
Look at this.
baby seat.
Oh, but
My anti-inflammatories are kicked in and my back doesn't hurt anymore, and now I've just stuffed it for myself.
you came in here pulling yourself along the
Yep.
ground.
Yep.
Wow. I thought you were going to do it under my arms.
No,
and
just
tickle
around
me.
your cute little hips.
Because you're not petite.
Who?
You.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, but I'm just large and in
then
charge.
Say that.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's like you're
I'm
yelling it at me. I'm like,
Well,
you're
no,
not
I'm just-
petite.
I'm saying
All
it's
right.
impressive that Ricky can lift you.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're not massive either. You're not like me.
You're not massive.
Well, mate, have you seen me lately?
I'm looking at you right now.
Look at the comments in the Daily Mail. Oh, someone's put it on, or the pizzas and burgers have caught up with him again. Oh, thanks.
Let's talk about science.
Guys, I love this song so much. Do you know that this is how Rich proposed to me?
Really?
He played
What,
this
in a
song
test
on
tube?
piano and sang this song to me.
Did he really?
Rich sing? Is he a muso too?
He can sing. He learnt how to play this because it's my favourite song. He learnt how to play it. It was very beautiful.
Because he told me he sang this for you. That'll make sense in a second because we are talking rain and water. 13, 24, 10. It's time to talk science, bitch.
Science, bitch.
Guys,
Science, bitch. Science, bitch. Hey, bitch.
you can make
Science,
a remix out of that.
Hey, bitch. Science, bitch. Hey, bitch.
Oh, I get such a little thrill out of hearing Fordo say that.
Hey, bad.
He loves saying it too. Should have seen the glint in his eye.
I was bummed to miss him. I'm always. He's a very handsome man.
It was bummed to miss you as well.
So bummed.
It was so bummed.
So bummed.
Okay, what's happening in science, bitch?
Now, guys,
Hey, bitch.
I've never thought about this in this way, but when I thought of it, I was like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
All the water on Earth
Yes.
Yeah. Heard of it.
is the same water that's been around for the last 5 billion years. Of course.
Is it?
I don't know about this.
What? No, science
I'll throw you. No, say it properly.
Science, bitch.
has calculated how many times the water you drink has been different forms of liquor.
Liquid. Is that liquid? Can you pass me a glass of that
Lick
liquid?
it now, lick it good, lick it just like you should.
Would you like to come out to the bar for some liquid?
So,
I'm going to have a bath tonight in some liquid.
so something
Not
that
having a good week.
Tim Blackwell may have urinated at some point.
Yes.
Has gone into a cloud,
And
has gone
you-
through a stranger on the other side of the planet, and then maybe I've had a glass of water on it.
You knew your big hydrolite last night was definitely some of Tim's pee.
See, I don't.
It was a funny colour.
Yeah.
But this is okay. I'm actually just asking this question. Water is H2O, right? Hydrogen, 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen.
Sure, I'm
Oh,
not
is
gonna
that,
fight you
is
on
that what that means? Okay, yeah.
Can't you make that?
Don't ask me.
No, but I'm asking.
Well, is there a scientist on the phone?
13, 24, 10. Is there a scientist? Not this scientist.
Come on, Chris Martin, call in.
13, 24, 10. Can you make water? Do you have... Like, I'm not dissing what the story that you're saying. Like, I get that, I wee into the toilet and that toilet water goes somewhere and then that's one day turned back into water somewhere.
Well, like
but surely there's new water.
It's the circle of life, right? So the water that you drink has been fish pee 10 times, mammal pee around 2 times, and other forms of wee 13 times. So you are basically just drinking someone or something's wee.
Yeah. All right. 13, 24, 10. If anyone can help us out here, is there new water?
Some people might be really into this as well.
Yeah. Well, because there's, rain, but that comes from...
On your wedding day. It's ironic.
It's ironic.
It all goes up into the cloud. I know that both with my Apple technology and with life.
Kate, Tim and Joel.
So surprised we have no scientists listening. I get it. It's fine.
I'm shook.
Science, bitch.
I'm shook by it. But yes, look, technically it is possible to make water, but apparently it's very, very dangerous.
Oh, it's very
Dangerous, making water.
Very dangerous to make hot liquid.
Not liquid.
Hot liquid.
What's that over there? Some liquid? I'm bordering on doing an inappropriate accent.
Well, it was just how Ricky pronounced it.
I love myself a schooner of liquid.
Oh, I'd love a schooner of liquid.
I love a schooner of liquid. It is
I
Thursday.
love liquid.
Thursday's the new weekend or something, according to the DMAs. Well, Thursday is the weekend.
I saw a company is giving all their employees Friday off, and it's now a 4-day working week. The company I cannot name.
Well, everyone here has decided to take a piss and not come in any day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't come in yesterday, obviously, because I was sick, but the Melbourne office has not been here all week because it's, Cup week. Well, isn't it one of the races today?
Yeah, Oaks Day.
Oaks?
Ladies' Day.
Ladies' Day.
And then Saturday's my favourite day. It's
Steaks Day, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's the last one. So on Derby Day, everyone's a bit... Because the marquees are all so brand new and we're so nervous about how it's going to go. And then Cup Day is obviously stressful because the eyes of the world are on there.
And Thursday, it always pours.
Thursday's stressful because it's just for the ladies, so they get loose. And then Saturday is Steaks Day, where you can basically burn the marquees down and they'll be cool with it because it's done. It's done.
And do you have a steak on Steaks Day? Is that what they serve?
Yeah, just steak.
Is that the main thing?
Just the main course.
The white stripes, right? You're aware of the white stripes. Well, Jack White
I'm aware.
is a legend. He's decided when everyone else was taking days off for the Melbourne Cup and stuff, he released 2 albums this year, Fear of the Dawn and Entering Heaven Alive. He's also played Glastonbury and he's on the road. He's touring.
He's busy. He's booked and blessed.
He's booked and blessed. This song, Taking Me Back, is just one of the best openings to an album for a while. Anyway, you'll be able to listen to my chat with Jack White, the only Australian interview.
Go you.
On the Introducing podcast. It drops tomorrow. You can listen to the whole thing, but I thought I'd bring a little bit to you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because he's lovely. Right? I saw him... well, actually, I'll mention this. He's not only the only Australian interview. On November 19, he's doing his only Australian show in Adelaide at the Harvest Rock Festival. Now, you can still get tickets, which is ridiculous.
Get them.
Because the lineup is nuts, right? Black Crows, Groove Armada, Lumineers, Crowded House, Sam Fender, Avalanches, Angus and Julia Stone, Teskey Brothers, Hot Chip, Holy Holy, Meg Mac, Kurt Vile and the Violators. Anyway.
That's an awesome lineup.
It's mad. And many more. Please go and check out harvestrock.com for tickets and lineup details. Saturday the 19th and 20th of November in Adelaide.
I'm going to a different gig on Saturday the 19th.
I would go, but I'll be doing my own gig on that night.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
You don't have to. I'm just
I've already got...
Have I got
playing with my friend Joel over here.
My only Australian interview with Ricky Lee coming up. But yeah, it's an amazing achievement. His only Australian show in Adelaide.
Don't get me started. It's a strange thing because when you're in an exotic place like you guys are, although you might not think of it as exotic, but to the rest of the world, you're about 500,000 miles away. So,
I get it.
So we want to go down, but the cost of shipping the gear and hotels and flights for the crew and all those things immediately preclude trying to make cool things like that happen. So you're always working angles and deals. And this was a great way to kill 2 birds with one stone, to be able to not say, well, I'm not going to actually be able to go down under for this album. But this way we got to do both.
Now, I saw him at Glastonbury, as I said. Then I went and saw him at the Hammersmith Apollo in London, where we just got to sit in a plush seat. He took his phone, everyone got their phones removed.
Really?
Yeah.
One of those gigs.
Oh, my God, it was amazing. And it looked like they had no set list.
Well, I think we end up doing certain signals and body language that we don't realize we're doing. And they definitely have some signals between them of what song. If I come over and tell the drummer, let's do this song, the bass player will overhear me and he'll tell the keyboard player somehow. We never sat down and discussed how to do all this stuff. Sometimes I have to walk to each person in the band and tell them. But usually what I do is I start playing and then they immediately recognize it, and then we go from there. Like the song Lazaretto you mentioned, the bass player has to start that song, so I have to tell him. Sometimes he'll tell everyone else in the band, but usually he'll just start playing and they get the gist of it and hurry up and change their settings, and off we go.
You don't have anything like James Brown style, though, where you give them a certain glance and it means, the rumour I heard was that you dock their pay by $100. Yeah, $50 fine. Yeah, that's true, apparently. James Brown used to give his band members $50 fines if ever they did something wrong, and just look at them like that. Like, boom, you. Boom, you. Yeah. Very quickly as well, Third Man Records, there's so many locations around the world. There's one in London. You can press your own, you can go in, like Ricky could go into Third Man Records in London, lay down a track and then press your own vinyl.
Wild.
Cool. But Third Man Records is kind of like his doomsday prepping bunker where he can just make and release music himself.
A great example is this happened in the last album, which was called Boarding House Reach, and there was a song called Connected by Love. I had rented an apartment. I wrote the song in the apartment myself. I recorded it on 4-track reel-to-reel, the same stuff I used when I was a teenager. We took it and I added more to in my studio at home. We added more tracks. We took it to Third Man mastering, and we mastered it in our own mastering studio. We cut the record lathe on the record lathe, the vinyl master. We took it to Third Man pressing plant, and while we were doing that, we had the Third Man art department was working on the record sleeve and the record label for it. And then we took the master record to the pressing plant, and we pressed the record. And at the end, they're handing me a 45, written, recorded, mixed, mastered, and pressed, all in my house that I own. I don't think anybody has ever done that. And I'm not saying that in a braggy kind of way either. I'm really not. I'm just saying when I was handed that record, it took me back. I was taken aback a bit. I was like, holy hell. I mean.
So if you can get to Adelaide, do it. If you haven't seen Jack White before, he brings it. His band's amazing.
Yeah.
HarvestRock.com for tickets. We're back with Glossies next.
All right. This is Kate, Tim and Joel.
Yes.
On Nova.
Oh, tools are down. Yeah, they are. Should we call it? We haven't called it for a while.
Yes, let's call it.
Oh, yeah, good. Okay, fun. Calling it.
Sure. I love that.
Me too. Feels right, too.
Having a bit of a stretch. That feels good, too.
He's like a cat.
Oh, that was nice.
Love a good stretch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get on the foam roller. It really hurts sometimes.
I love watching TV on the foam roller.
Are you a serial killer?
No.
What? Actually, I did binge a bit of the show yesterday when I was on my deathbed, and I heard you guys talking about Oprah's favourite things, and neither of you knew
the Theragun.
The Theragun.
Isn't it that?
I've got one. Yeah, they're amazing.
Well, you could have called in. Were your fingers broken?
I had no voice. That's why I wasn't
here.
You
text in 04800 31 KT.
Oh, I didn't know the number. Anyway, I can back up Theraguns. They're fantastic.
Right. Thanks, Oprah. And truffle salt. You just got to have it.
Just got to have it.
Next, hey, Big Bender. That's right, Big Benders. Tell us about your biggest bender. What happened? And Quick Draw guest is around the corner. Don't go anywhere.
Kate, Tim and Joel.
We were talking to someone yesterday who cuffed it. Where was it the other day, Joel Creasy, when you were here? We were talking about.
Yeah, it was the Jason Biggs story.
Oh, that's right.
And then one of the kids said that when mummy is bad, daddy handcuffs her.
Oh, yes. Yeah, fluffy handcuffs. I've never been handcuffed.
Haven't you?
No, I genuinely haven't.
I haven't in a kinky way, but I have in a fun on the radio way. I remember years and years ago, Hughesy got a police officer to come in and breathalyse me and cuff me.
How did that go?
Is that why I got cuffed?
That's why I got cuffed.
I got cuffed on set of a music video for the Do It Like That music video. There were cops that were coming to just like crowd control type situation.
Yeah.
And they cuffed me, and I had because for public indecency was what I called it.
Oh, I remember you're wearing.
But I was wearing undies in the street.
There you are.
Yeah.
Hang on, there's a Dove ad.
And I forgot my pants.
I love how they always put Dove ads on before your clip.
Yeah, that's because Ricky's making money off them.
Yeah, play that ad. Don't skip it.
Is it only if you get over a?
I don't know. I don't know how it works. Check my Google AdSense account later.
I read. Oh, here we go.
This is when she used to walk the streets just wearing undies.
Look at you go. You do have a long neck.
Long neck. I'm like a giraffe.
Good one.
Yeah.
I remember this video
I
clip.
got handcuffed in this.
Okay.
It was quite fun.
Wow.
I quite liked it.
Good turnout.
So
They weren't fluffy handcuffs though.
I don't feel comfortable watching this video with you standing there. So
Why?
Could you chuff off?
I don't look like that anymore, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
You look even better.
That was about 20 kilos ago.
You look amazing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, the end of it's quite fun.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, don't watch that bit. You'll get a bit...
So bronze.
You might get a bit excited.
Wow, so you're just on the street in the daytime and all of a
Yep,
sudden
and
you're
then
at
at
some
night
sex
it was just
party.
like, whoa, look
I
at
know.
this. It's my room with my big sign.
It's like Joel travels with giant letters of himself.
I know. We forget who we are sometimes, so it's good to glance behind you and go, oh, that's
They're very
right,
hard
Joel.
to store, those big letters.
Actually,
I
when
know.
we're going to go around the country at the end of the year before we finish. You guys should all bring your massive letters.
Well, we only need to take an E and an L because we
Don't
share
take an
that.
E. Don't take an E on a work trip.
Well, we share E's and L's in our names. I'll have to bring the J and the O because there's none of that.
Yeah, I've got a bit... My name's a bit too long.
if you pack an E, you'll get in trouble.
Oh, no, especially in WA.
No,
They go through
no.
everything.
I know.
Don't-
Little beagles. Is that
Don't
an E?
bring any C,
I know.
Joel.
Well, they'd be like, oh, no, that's fine. It's not fruit. You can have it. Bring it in.
Yeah, what is it? No, it's not fruit. Is it what? Let's talk about big benders. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13, 24, 10. Tell us about your big benders.
Well, surely there's been some people that have ended up in some cuffs at the end of a big bender.
Oh, yeah. And because a bendy, that's like, you need
bending.
to let off steam sometimes.
How many days are we saying? 3 days minimum for
Is
a
that,
bender?
bender.
is that what you
Shall I
would
call Jack?
classify a bender? Yeah,
I think
several
3 days. 3 day minimum is a bender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because if you've had a big Friday night and you've gone home and then had a big Saturday night, that's not a bender.
No, but as in, and bender, are you sleeping for the bender, or is it just backing up day after day after day, getting back on the horse? Because
I think you can have either option.
I'm quite good at having a big night, wake up, mimosas, keep going
Yeah.
until bedtime.
Let's have a look here.
Boom.
Oh, here we go. The bender on
Yeah.
Urban
My
Dictionary.
boyfriend
Okay.
loves a bender, but I can only do the one night, and then
Oh,
I
you're only a
struggle.
one
Yeah,
night girl.
Oh, but I go hard.
No, you absolutely do.
I gotta. You need to come and hang out in Sydney a bit more. I gotta teach you how to
Bend
push
through.
push through.
A term
The best
commonly
way to
used-
push through is to have a drink the next day.
To describe a period of time,
Responsibly.
preferably more than 24 hours, spent escaping life's harsh realities, marriage/work, etc. Consumption of alcohol and or drugs is a must. Now, this is according to Urban Dictionary.
Yes.
Not us, obviously. We don't condone that.
No, my version of a bender has been a food bender lately. I keep going home when things are
food
stressful
bender.
and eating.
Look, read the example that's given.
Any idea why Tim isn't at his desk? I think he's still on a bender from the weekend. Why? His wife's looking for him. Deary me.
Now,
my
why would they use the name Tim?
I guess they've heard of you. Urban Dictionary. You are an
know.
urban legend.
You
Because
are
I did 12 days
the man,
in
the
London.
myth, the legend.
12 days in London's my biggest bender.
12 days of
What?
just going non-stop, just drinking.
There was a bit of sleep.
Was there a musical in there?
No, mate, we
my
were nowhere near
God.
the West End. Believe me.
musical.
What a waste
Does he
of
look
12
like a
days in
musical
London.
kind of guy?
Because after Glastonbury, 3 days of no sleep. This was 2014. Then it was 3 days of no sleep.
Oh, I can't
And
do that.
then
I have to sleep.
Landing in on the Monday. And the Monday in London ended up being the biggest night of all of
Oh
them.
my God.
Just
Because I'm so
seeing
fair,
music and
it shows
chatting.
up on me. Like I can't
You
hide.
can't, your voice, you can't hide it with your
And
voice.
my voice, it goes immediately.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you my ways, though, Joel. I'll get you backing it up
Thanks, Mama.
very soon. So, speaking of vendors, there is an still unidentified man who was celebrating his birthday in Koh Samui, Thailand. He started
Always
with a
wanted to
beer.
go there.
Okay, yeah, it always starts with the beer.
Always starts with a beer, and then it goes downhill from there, as we
Yeah.
all know. He had a little bit of the old marijuana.
Say what to the...
Bit of devil's lettuce.
Bit of the devil's lettuce. So that began on the 27th of October.
Wow.
He was discovered 2 days later, nude, stumbling around, singing football songs, screaming football songs at the top of his lungs before he got into the water, and he wanted to swim away, screaming that he wanted to go and meet with God.
Oh, God.
So
What
I
did they
think
say? Beer before... Grass
He had
before
a-
beer, nothing to fear.
grass before beer.
Grass before beer, nothing to fear. Beer before grass, you're on your ass.
Oh.
What do you mean grass was in?
Yeah, mate.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a bit of hooch.
Bit of-
I thought it was beer before wine if you're fine. Wine before beer.
Wine.
Yeah.
But then the guy...
There's a saying for everything.
The guy
Oh,
then
there really is.
refused.
Thanks for that. Yeah, let's go
shut up.
home early. Do the same for.
No, I'm excited about Quick Draw.
Cancel our quick draw guess. It's the same for everything. It's over. You go, James. Big Benders. Let's go.
G'day.
Hi,
G'day, buddy.
James.
How are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. A couple of years back, we had a Bucks night down in the city. We had a probably a 3-day bender. One of the officers, a Bucks boy, down on King Street, ended up naked and ended up in the cell for the night.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
For being nude.
And hang on, mate. You finished your story before the drop.
I feel like I'm on a bender right now.
Same.
Well, I am. Bender is also an old-fashioned
I know
insult.
what it is. I was going to say. Oh, you bender.
I know.
Have you seen Joel? He's such a bender.
I couldn't, it's not remotely, well, it's very hard to offend me, but that one certainly doesn't.
No, oh my God. I mean,
bender.
You know, Joel's got a job on the radio. He's such a bender.
But imagine if I was having to explain myself to someone like, oh, do you have a partner? Oh, no, I'm a bender. Like, I would never say that.
Oh, okay. Rex. Tell us about your big bender. Go.
Yep, no, in about 1985, 86, I had a big fight with my first missus. I jumped in my car, had an esky full of beer, and found myself from the central coast of Wyong to Port Lincoln in South Australia 3 weeks later.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Have you bended since?
Oh, yeah, I was hardly stopped.
Everybody, wake up. On your
Okay. I was trying to work in bender again. I can't do it.
I think our quick draw guest might know a lot of benders.
Oh, are they here?
In fact, she might be a bender icon.
Are they here?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Bender.
Not yet.
What about her favourite movie, Bender Light Beckham?
You're asking.
Who you got there?
Oh, there's got to be a version of Bender Light Beckham, but a gay version.
Oh.
Bender Light Beckham.
Any idea why Tim isn't at his desk?
Kate, Tim and Joel, driving you home on Nova.
Oh, yeah. Now, weirdly, you'd have to tell this story, but without the sound.
Oh, what?
We don't have the audio.
You don't have the sound. That's the best part of it.
I know. Don't tell me that. I've been in here just mucking around.
Oh, no.
We'll try and get it, mate.
Oh, no.
What's it audio of?
It's an audio of one of the great
there's a
hiccups.
chick who has a tracheostomy. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Due to a rare congenital condition, and has shown what it's like, what the sound happens when she gets the hiccups. It's so funny.
I get them all
if we
the
don't-
time.
Do you?
Yeah, it sounds like this. Hey, bitch. No, it's coming. We'll give us 30 seconds. Give us 30 seconds. And by us, I don't mean me, because I wouldn't make mistakes like this.
If I get hiccups once in the morning, I'm going to get them all day. And by like the
Really?
10th bout, they really start to hurt.
No, this is you.
That was me early in the week.
That one sounded so sore.
Oh, it's so bad.
I'm still not at my full capacity. I mean, like,
You
just
sound
watch
so
out.
much better,
When
though.
I'm back to 100%, I'll be firing on all cylinders.
Oh, Joel driving next week. Watch out.
Oh, how exciting. Trying to explain to my doctor yesterday, like, so what do you really think that is the reason that your throat's hurting so much? I was singing Hit Me Baby One More Time on my national radio show.
It's when you sang and I.
Is killing
This.
me. And oh, God, it was
Oh,
painful.
Joel.
All right, we'll get the hiccup sound next. We'll play it, I promise. We'll play it next, and then we'll meet our next quick draw guest, because she will be chuffed to hear it.
Kate, Tim and Joel.
Okay, Ricky, we have the hiccups.
Oh, finally.
Very quickly, I will play it. This is the grab of the lady who hiccups that we couldn't find during the hiccup story.
When I have hiccups, I don't have like normal hiccups, and I've had them recently, like just. There you go.
Oh.
Now it's time.
Sounds like she's been scared.
Now it's time to meet our next quick draw guest.
Our next guest is a comedian, actor, presenter, writer, and producer.
And I am she who shall not be named.
And when she's not tormenting celebrities in the jungle, she's touring the country with her new show, 75 Years in the Business.
Yes, that's inappropriate, actually.
Please welcome Julia Morris.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, it's Julia.
Mad for it.
I mean,
Mad
it won't
for
be easy. You'll think it's strange.
So good
How
to
you
see
guys?
you. Very good.
Good.
Joel mentioned you're actually the last guest ever in this Nova 100 Melbourne studio.
Yeah.
I was worried that it was something that I had said, but then I realised I haven't spoken yet. So maybe would be the first time I've shut it down.
It was actually something you said in reception. So
Yes.
Yeah. Word travels fast around here. We've discovered the last few weeks.
I'm of a certain age where I can turn like a Death Adder on a dime. So, you know, what do you do? What do you do?
Oh, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you. I love you so much.
Oh, baby girl, it's a mutuale.
The love is deep. It's so deep.
You know what I love about Julia so much is because whenever I see her on TV, it's really peak summertime.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm like, everyone's in a good mood. The Big Bash is on in the background. I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here's on.
Yes.
Everyone's just living
Watching you
their
torture
best
people.
life. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, but you know, next year we're going a little bit later over the Easter.
I saw this, yeah.
What?
And back to Africa.
Back to Africa, which is so amazing. I know, I know. So I really love moving around the schedule. I think it's always good news for a show when it changes.
At least you're not on the digital channel, at least, are you?
No, it's a matter of time, and I'm sure it's not a matter of time.
As long as you're not on Peach, right?
Yeah, 10 Peach.
That's a peach. Don't get your peach out. Oh, I like it.
You know, Joel was on the show, right?
Oh, shut up.
He mentioned it a couple of times.
But he absolutely nailed it. And so he's allowed to talk about it.
I know, and then I went back the year after and was hosting, and I was having a bit of a weird time. It was my first big hosting gig, and Julie was very kind, and I went and stayed at Julia's house one night, and we laid out watching the stars one night.
Oh, how the other half
basically
lived.
just looking at each other. But there was something in the sky as well. So if you're going to look at the stars, I mean, look no further.
Is that because you were so used to camping, or is that something you do with guests?
I don't know that I've ever been camping in my whole life. But the thing is, the sky in Africa has to be seen to be believed. It is its own light show. It doesn't seem real. It feels like you're in a studio and someone's put all those little lights on the ceiling. It really is way out of control. So it's always worth lying on a sort of a beach lie-low in the middle of the jungle, hoping not to be bitten by each other. Whatever.
But it's not about the jungle at the moment because you're treading the boards. Is that the saying?
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure. But in 2023, with your first tour in 4 years, titled 75 Years in the Business.
Oh, gosh, you must have run out of money, doll. No, here's the thing. No, come on. Of course, I had to cancel in 2020 and then I had to cancel in 2021 and then there wasn't any room in 2022 and I just thought, you can't leave it much longer.
No.
Joel, you'll know this. As you know, our original talent is our stand-up.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like that live exchange. It's just...
No, it's the best.
And nothing can touch it.
Do you think that if you haven't done it for a while, there is that feeling? I remember the first time I went and performed after the pandemic that it felt a bit odd. You felt a bit off. It took a little bit to kind of get into it. Do you think that there's something about
how
getting
the
on?
audience is going to respond with me wearing a mask? I mean, that's a little weird bit, but
can I ask
apart
though,
from that...
how many Ricky Gervais jokes will you do?
Well, first of all, I don't have writers. I reached out to the shareholders and buy a couple of somebody's top shelf material. But you know what? You can't. I mean, not only has it never been, wouldn't been our thing ever. But you're immediately busted in this day and age.
Absolutely.
We were saying earlier in today's show, we think maybe, apart from the fact that he might be sabotaged, but James might have this theory that he's taking all these great British jokes and putting them on in America for the first time.
Like no one's ever heard.
We don't all have Netflix.
I wonder. See, I wonder. It's funny when all of a sudden everyone comes out of the woodwork hating you and you're like, have you all been lying in the long grass for how long?
100%.
I mean, my haters at least are up front. Like, they're out the whole time. So that is nice.
Yeah, you know where they
Don't have to wonder where they're coming from. They're literally omnipresent. Most of them in my head, which is also a nice touch. Build it from within. And so, I think that, and then he said, because of what happened at that restaurant, he's going to move back to the UK. So I was like, okay. It's good to blame it on that. And,
absolutely.
But, me of all people, I love kicking people when they're down.
Same.
And so I'm just going to jump on in.
Yeah, people always say you should say say you should punch up with your comedy because it's classy, but I'm like, punch down. It's funnier and easier.
It's so much easier and it's readily available material.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you? Yeah.
Ben Fordham yesterday called you a pylon guy.
Fordo called me a pylon guy.
Oh, pylon.
But I took it as a compliment because I'm like,
also, you hold up a bridge, babe. You're not burning bridges, you're holding them up, doll. You're holding them up.
So livenation.com.au is the place to go. You're playing all over the place. Let's start with the Gold Coast June 1 right through to July 9 at Newcastle's Civic Theatre and everywhere in between.
Brisbane,
we're going to have a
Adelaide,
great
Perth,
time.
Melbourne, Canberra, Hobart, Geelong, Sydney. Oh my goodness, what a tour.
I've been to all of those places before with my 75 years in the business. And so it's going to be super fun to be back out on the road.
Look at Geelong's Costa Hall. I didn't know Costa Georgiades had his own hall.
He absolutely loves it. Everyone has to wear a beard. But I've already got mine for November. It's just all here. I don't know how this lighting, whether you can see it.
Gorgeous.
In the afternoon, it really shines through under here.
Have you started?
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, absolutely.
When will you start work on the show? Because I'm a night before type guy.
I'm about to say the night before. Well, as you know, a lot of that material gathers, and it's it ends up being stories of things that happen to you that I don't sit down at a typewriter and write out material.
God, no.
It's just recalling the general insanity of my life and putting it into an order. So oh gosh, I'll panic about it right up until the last minute when I'll pull it together.
Yeah,
your first TV appearance in 1985 on New Faces. I remember you on In Melbourne Tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Don't make me sing. No, come on, not today, guys. Not today. No, that's
Were you
right.
spinning a wheel on In Melbourne Tonight?
I think we both know on many levels I was. I don't judge myself, it's nice work if you can get it.
We can't wait. Livenation.com.au is the place to go. Now, Julia, you are here for Quick Draw. I'm going to come back and we'll play for real.
Stressful.
I'll give you the rules. In fact, no, the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, will give the rules.
Rightio.
I'm Anthony Albanese, and these are the official Quick Draw rules. Tim will give a category and a letter. The first to yell out a correct answer gets a point. The first answer you yell out is locked in. Best out of 7 wins. Ultimately, Tim will exercise his discretion.
It's my favourite rule for obvious reasons.
Don't make the letter F because you just know there's nowhere I can go.
New faces. Okay, practice question.
Who's playing?
I think you're playing Ricky today.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, and judging from the screens,
Don't be nervous,
are
babe.
a slight delay. So, last time you were here, you won. Oh no, Joel won. Oh,
No, I never
There's
win.
no way I would have beaten Julie, really?
No, come on. You know as well as anyone, being near me is like standing next to an open window. You've got absolutely no chance. I just get stressed, and I also am doing super editing that I'm like, is today the day I end my career?
Yeah, of course.
That's every day.
Yeah, I cancel myself.
Yeah.
I have a 7-second buffer here. If you say something you regret, just give me a look and I'll get rid of it.
And then do we dump and storm out? Is that what goes on?
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's Carl and Jackie.
No, right. You've got to check. You've got to check.
And you've also got to make that 7 seconds up. You can't storm out.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm
Tight 7.
Practice question. Here we go. Name a comedian starting with J.
amazing.
There we go. And
I had no one, by the way.
Bang.
You could have said Joel.
And also, I am of a certain age, having already gone through the menopause, really, this is my life, trying to draw references. I'm going to stand because I feel like I need to have
stand
some...
to play.
No, sit, we're going to a break. Julie Morris is here. We're playing Quick Draw for real when we come back.
Kate, Tim and Joel. Kate, Tim and Joel's Quick Draw.
We're so thrilled to have Julia Morris back in the studio. She returns in 2023 with your first tour in 4 years, 75 years in the business. Tickets on sale now, livenation.com.au. If you live somewhere, she's going near it.
Yeah, go. Because you're properly good. You're a proper stand-up comic. Like,
Thank
you know
you.
how, well, nowadays, like a lot of stand-up comics come from TikTok. You're the old school club comic.
Oh,
An
where we
actual
were,
one.
doing late shows at the Comedy Store back in the day where the late show started at midnight.
Yeah.
And everyone was just off their nuts in the audience, screaming out horrendous things as you tried to, calm the auto-da-fe of it, feeling like you're about to be burnt at the stake. It's hardcore.
And also the Sydney Melbourne theatres, the Hamer Hall and the State Theatre in Sydney. I mean, come on.
Amazing.
It's so exciting.
That's so
Places
good.
to play.
I mean, literally 75 years in the business. There'll be all my 75-year-olds coming back for more.
Great.
Yeah, Brisbane at the QPAC, Adelaide, Theberton, and Perth at the Astor. Beautiful theatres. And then, as I said, everywhere in between. We really need to get cracking into the game because
cracking.
Fitzy and Whipper are chomping at the bit to get in to the studio. We get it, guys. We get it. Chill. Okay. You ready to go?
Okay, I'm scoring.
Ricky's had a protein bar and a big cup of water, and she's ready to go.
Yep, just go to be. I'm good.
I've had nothing.
Yeah, that's the Melbourne hospitality for you.
Sorry. There's much
but everyone does. I mean, you might not have meant it like that, but it's true.
Oh, she got a bit of good talking head, you know.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, my mum says that.
Does she?
It's Ed Zachary. I always text her Ed Zachary.
Yeah.
That's so good. I love that.
Love Ed.
Love Ed.
Okay, what does Anthony Albanese say?
Ultimately, Tim will exercise his discretion.
Best of 7, first to 4. Question number 1, Ricky v. Julia. Name something you do before a gig starting with W.
Warm up.
Wow.
Whoa. I was going to say. Anyway,
Sculling and energy.
You set it off, Mike, so it's perfect.
I'm sure some people would do that.
It's just too far now. Like, I don't know what's happened to my filter. I don't know whether I'm in a bad way or a good way.
That's because you have teenagers. Of course you're going to think that.
As if I could be bothered, by the way.
Got to get one out before the big show.
Yeah.
I mean, not even to be polite.
So why does she get in so early? Her show's on till late. Question number 2.
I think she's crying.
Why does she look so ashamed?
Exactly. Gosh, she's overheated again.
Name something you would do when you're sick starting with S.
Sing.
Sure.
Oh,
Okay, I'll pay it, I guess, to make you feel better.
It's a dumb answer.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
I was going to say sick. Honestly, I've got nothing. So
could
just
have been.
know that up front.
I would have paid sick, like, sick.
Yeah.
I get it. You got your plugs now. You just
Yeah, I know.
put your feet up.
The brain has left the building.
Yeah, livenation.com.au.
Yeah, you've called me after
go.
1 p.m. I've got nothing to give.
Question number 3. Name something you would jump on starting with B.
Bruno. I don't know. Every Bruno there is.
I will give that to you because
Something you would jump
I know
on.
some hot Brunos that I would jump on.
I'm not jumping on anyone. I told you I'd shut up shop. I'm done. But I just figure if someone came past, their name was Bruno, I would be willing
go for it.
to...
Climb on.
I'd jump on. I wouldn't do anything.
Just there for the ride.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Joel Creasy, what's the score?
It is 2 points to Ricky Lee, 1 point to Julia.
How?
Look, for your name, I've written my name.
Yeah, I love
Joel.
it. Yeah.
And 1 point to Julia.
Connected.
Yeah, we are the same person.
To Joel Morris.
Yeah. Well, a lot of my early stand-up is inspired by Julia Morris. I'm such a fan. Yeah. The great debate bit. I've told you that before. I've watched it a million times.
Maybe you should do some of her gear on your shows and see if anyone
I
knows.
will tomorrow. I'm mad for it. I'm mad for
Oh,
it.
you've got to be mad for it.
Question 4. Name something you would see... What? Name somewhere you would see a lizard starting with F.
Front desk.
Oh, yes, Julia!
Oh,
and this one made sense.
What is an actual answer for that? No offense.
Field.
Footpath, farm, forest.
Of course.
I mean, of course. Lizards,
Lizards, they're
Wow.
everywhere. Damn.
2 points
Okay.
apiece.
This is good. We've got a game.
Come on,
now.
Ricky.
It's great.
Do
Question
you
number
like
5.
how I actually have to say the letter out loud to let my brain slowly roll around until I can draw a reference from my elderly Rolodex?
Question number 5. Name a stone fruit starting with P.
Peach.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought you said name a stoner, and then I'm like, I can't give the game away for people that I know.
That is 3 points to Ricky Lee, 2 points to Julia. Julia, you need to get this next question correct to stay in the game.
The press.
The pressure, babes.
Do I want to stay in the game is a question you need to ask yourself.
For the sake of time, it would be handy if you lost. So,
Oh, okay.
No. We don't want that. Name an
Come on,
ingredient
Julia.
you might put in a taco starting with C.
Cheese.
Oh! Julia Morris.
Do you know the song, Julia?
Yeah.
You can walk onto this song if you want. It's just a little bit of advice.
Hey, listen, after me showing how quick drawer I actually am with my brain, I don't think anyone's coming to the show. So,
No, that is not true. It all kicks off June 1 in the Gold Coast. Go see Julia Morris, livenation.com.au.
it's a great
nice
Christmas
to see you
present
again.
for your
Oh, stocking stuffer.
Kate, Tim and Joel is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.